Word Spoken podcast.
I hid behind the mask of a gangster for many years. Hence the reason I carried weapons. I was rarely present for a second, like an absent father. Karma was not a thing I was scared of. The natural world felt so far away from this one. The underworld knows no fresh air, just bongs and brothels, resentfully sharing our drugs with those we pretend to love. I could never admit I was scared. A man's man and a world champ after half a gram. Only some will understand my rhetorical questions. Half-assed answers and days of tension. Nervous laughter fills the air as banter is only one joke away from getting banged. And we're all men now, right? I don't know what happened from year 9 onwards, where I thought I was so dangerous that the world owed me something because I'd had it hard in comparison to my middle-class friends, forgetting we're all from Southend, not Afghanistan, and in their reality, we don't know what hard is. Nonetheless, it's all relative and about perspective, and that's what us cunts couldn't comprehend. As we lent our fivers like it was a life or death situation. It's not about the money, it's the principle, he said, as he threw a brick through some poor mother's window. You fucking pricks! Is it bad parenting that makes kids suffer? Or is it bad kids inflicting suffering on their parents? I guess every case is different. I know 2 brothers who are polar opposites. So what happens then? We're quick to blame government and authorities before accepting responsibility in our own communities. My problem was I was an angry young kid who couldn't see his academic potential, but luckily always had instrumentals to fall back on. My mates that didn't smoke crack or are in prison now. I guess some made it out, but as you know, you'll never be as close as you once was. These days, I meditate, procrastinate and masturbate occasionally when I ain't preaching to the converted and speaking to other wordsmiths in poetry nights. I'll be the first to admit I know fuck all. Well, I heard that's what a wise man says anyway. Really, I think I know it all, but can't remember what happened yesterday. Typically stereotypical. My messages aren't subliminal. I'm in your face like wrinkles. The bow selector to your Botox. So then, so what? What's my message? What am I going to say? If I had £1 for every poem that I forgot, I'd have at least 50 quid. £1 for every line I should have wrote down, at least another score, and yet I'd still want more. My problem is I don't know when to stop. And once I've started, it's a landslide. All I know is my nan is more gangster than the gang life, and I'd live a life of freedom. I'd rather live a life of freedom than have my hands tied. I want my son to grow up to say, yeah, I've seen my dad cry, but I've seen him laugh a lot more many times. Now, I don't want to be accused of having Jim Carrey bars, living my life behind a mask, but it's hard when every character defect just leaves another scar. And in our 2020 Instagram reality, everything looks so perfect. But when we remove our masks, there's more substance beneath the surface.